Good morning, students, and welcome. Myself, Janesh Shah, Assistant Professor at LG Institute of Engineering and Technology. In today's lecture, we will talk about that how can we convert our queue insertion and simple queue deletion algorithm into C program. So let's get ready to learn about the C program for simple queue insertion and deletion. Okay, see. Here, right now, what is this? Which one is this editor? Okay, in a stack program, I have just shown you program implementation by using Turbo C++ editor or Turbo C TC that you have already know or already used in your semester first. Okay, fine, first or second. Now, right now, I am just using Notepad++ to write down my code. I can compile my code by command prompt, but wait, I'm using another editor which is known as code blocks. Okay, fine. See, this is a code blocks application which I am going to use to run my Q program. Okay, but right now I'm just writing it inside the notepad so I can teach you with each and every step of algorithm that how can we convert our algorithm into the C programming. Fine. So let's begin. See, here I have this algorithm for the simple queue insertion. Got it? So, first of all, what I need to define or what I need in my program that I will show you. See, you usually write hash include. Okay, that's also fine. Hash include studio.h, hash include conio.h. Okay, then the next thing that you have always written is decide the variables or define the variables. Okay, fine. How the variable we are defining? See, it is depend on the function or the process of the C program. Right now, I need to insert in simple queue. So, for the insertion, I need how many parameters? See, F, R, Q, and Y. Fine. F is a front pointer. Q is a queue. We are implementing queue by array. So first, I need to write integer q. Okay, q of size array is 5. So here array size is 5. Okay. But wait, students, if I want to define, if you want to define size of the queue as a constant value, you need to write like this: hash define and 5. Okay, fine. So this after writing hash define n5, value of n is 5. Okay, now the next is integer q of 5. Integer q of 5. So what is that? We can write instead of 5 directly n. Okay, so see, I have already defined my q variable as my global variable. Okay, same as stack. Okay, fine. So next I want two different pointers, front and rear. Front and rear. That's why I'm not going to take any pointer right now. I'm just taking f and r. F and r as a normal integer variables. Capital F is equal to -1. Integer capital R is equal to -1. One question asked or coming in your mind, sir, why are you defining f and r to -1? If you remember, in stack program, we define top to -1 because by default in program array index starts from 0. So before starting or inserting any value, the pointer should point to one step below to 0. That is -1. Okay, so I'm just writing f is equal to -1 and r is equal to -1. Fine. Next, which element I need? See, f, r, q, and y. So one element is left, that is y. Y is a variable that I need to insert. So I'm not writing inside to as a global. Okay. So let's start making a function after watching this keywords. Okay, these steps of the algorithm. First step is to check for the overflow condition. Before that, we need to give name of the function. Okay, so here the function is procedure. See, here the function name is procedure. I am writing what? Here the function name is queueinsert. I make it as it is, queueinsert. Then, how many parameters are needed? Q, F, R, and then Y. Q, F, R, and then Why? So Q, F, R, N. All four variables are declared as global variable, defined as global variable. So what I need only integer y, right? But I am taking this variable inside the function, so I am not going to pass any variable over here. Fine. So after converting my curly brackets, what is the first condition? The first condition is to check whether the r is greater than or equal to n or not. So my condition becomes if r is greater than or equal to n minus 1, not n. Why? Why is that so? Because in algorithm the index starts from 1, but in our program the index starts from 0. That's why the condition should be r is greater than or equal to n minus 1, not n. Okay, fine. So then just write like printf. Okay, that is the queue is full. Fine, queue is full. Now next is else part. Okay, else. What do you mean by else? First you need to increment r, then insert the element y. Now tell me, do we have y? No. So first I need to define it, declare it integer y. Then it should goes like this. First need variables or need the values from the user. So I'm just writing my printing statement again. That is enter value of y. Okay. After taking this, need to taking from the user scanf. Okay. Scanf percentage d and percent y. Okay. See, I have already print and scan the values. So after taking value from the user, what is the step number 2? Increment rear pointer. So it should be like this, r plus plus. Next, step number 4. Step number 3, that is q of r is equal to y. Q of r is equal to y. So we need to write like q of r is equal to y. Fine. And then what is next? Then again his front pointer is properly set or not. So the condition is if f is equal to 0. In program we can write like this: if f is equal to 0, make sure it should be double is equal to, and as in algorithm it's 0, we need to write here not 0 but minus 1. Fine. Please kindly focus over here. We need to write f is equal to minus 1. Okay. So the next statement is if it is like this, then put f at 0. Fine. See, if f is equal to 0, then f arrow 1 according to algorithm. But according to the program, it should be f is equal to minus 1. Then f should point to 0. Fine. Okay. Then is there anything step left? No. See, my Q insertion function has successfully completed. Fine. Now, what is the next? Here I have already defining it like this in program. See. Next is function delete. Delete function. See, let's start with the function. As I am returning each and every value as an integer, the function return type should be integer. Function name is qdelete. How many parameters are there? 3. Q, F and R. Do we need a divider? No. So just make parameters empty. What is the first condition? Underflow condition. If f is equal to 0, the our condition should be like this: if f is equal to minus. If f is equal to minus 1, then write underflow. It is just a printf statement. But wait, here we are returning something. In if block and else block, we are returning something. That's why we just need to write return minus 1. Okay, fine. Next part is else part. It goes like this. The else part, first assign y to q of f. Do we have any y over here? No. So I just need to write like this: integer y, defining y, then y is equal to q of f. So y is equal to q of f. Okay, fine. Then that is the condition. If f and r both pointing to the same position, then what we need to do? Both pointing at 0, right? But here, according to program, both are pointing should be minus 1. So if f is equal to r, then f arrow r is equal to -2. Fine. Got it? Next is else f arrow f plus 1. So in else part we have to write f is equal to f plus 1. Fine. And after this else we need to return something. So we need to return y. See, in else if part we are returning something. In else part we are returning something. Fine. That's why this is a function, not a procedure. So students, right now I am just converting my both algorithms into functions. Fine. Okay. So what I need to do, I just need to write the same code as spec for the void main method, where I have declared do while method, and in do while method I need to write switch case. Inside the switch case I need to write case 1 for insertion, case 2 for deletion. Okay. So let's move towards the code blocks, where I can show you that how can I write. I have already written my program. Okay, see, this is my program. Okay, wait for a minute. Okay, see program for simple queue insertion and deletion. I have just entered hash equals studio.h. Students, in code blocks conio.h is not working. Okay, there is no library for like conio.h, so I don't need to. You don't need to write in code blocks. Okay, then get ch and clrsc. I'm repeating this, that get ch and clrscr. These both functions are not defined right now because these both functions are already there in conio.h library. But code blocks editor is very advanced editor. Okay, fine. So it is not required to write conio.h. So only one header file is needed, that is studio.h, for printf and scanf purpose. Then I have defined small n at 5, where n is a constant variable. Okay, fine. Then q as a global, f and r both are at -1. We have already seen. I am declaring two different functions. That first one is a void q insert. Second one is a void integer q delete. Then we have void main method. In main method, what happens? I am declaring three different variables: integer answer, integer ch, and I. Then what you need to do? You just need to write do tag, do loop. Okay, because we need to run the program again and again, executing the code again and again. That's why I'm writing do while loop. So it's a do loop over here. See, I think it is visible. Okay, fine. This is do loop: 1 for insert, 2 for delete, 3 for printing. Then in scanf, I'm just scanning the choice. Okay. Then switch case. In switch case, if my case is 1, then I just need to insert. If my case is 2, then I need to delete. See, deletion function is returning something. If you are returning something, you need to catch up. If you are returning something, you need to store it and your function call it. So here I am returning any deleted element and just stored it in the answer. If my answer value is -1, that means q is under. But if not, then my deleted element is answer. Again, after break, I am writing case number 3. Two elements are, see, as stack is from 0 to top. In program, stack works from 0 to top. Same like that, q is from front to rear. Q should be printed from front to rear. So I am writing I is equal to f, I less than or equal to r, I plus plus. If you know that in stack we have usually write I minus minus because it should start from top. Okay, last inserted value. But in Q we need to start from the first point. That's why we need to write I plus plus. Okay, from front, then rear, then I plus plus. Front to rear, front to rear. Then printf Q of I. After that, while ch is not equal to 4. See, in stack I have written ch is not equal to 6 because total 4 operations are there. So I took 4 different cases. 5th one for the printing the stack and 6th one for the break or stop the execution. Same like that, Here we have only two different operations and one for printing. Fourth becomes our exit operation. Okay, so already I have defined my queue insert function over here. Then again queue delete function over here. Okay, so what I need, I just need to run this program. To run the program inside these code blocks, you just need to press F9 button. So here you can see my output window. Students, here we have 1 for the insertion, 2 for the deletion, 3 for the print of Q. So let's start. See, I'm just pressing 1 over here. Just wait for a minute. Pressing 1 over here. Okay. So it asks to enter the element. Entering 12. Okay. Let me print 3. Okay. See, on the pressing button of 3, the printed Q is 12. How many elements are there? Right now only one element is there. Fine. So now just pressing one button again. It's entering 45. So it becomes C 12 and 45. Got it? Now again I am just entering something. It's 89 and again printing the Q. After pressing the 3, it shows me 12, 45, 89. So right now 3 elements are there. Q follows FIFO manner, first in, first out manner. So right now if I am doing delete anything, it must be return 12 value because it is the first value which I have inserted. So I'm just pressing 2. Deleted element is 12. If you want to check the number of elements, how many elements are there in Q, see after printing the Q it shows 45 and 89 only. 12 is already gone. Again, if I'm showing something like it's 3 again, 45, 89, delete something, 3 again, only 89 is left. Delete something, 3 again, see 2 elements are 0, no one is there. Then again delete something, Q is underflow, Q is underflow, Q is underflow, Q is underflow. Fine. So because no elements are there, if you try to delete so many times, it shows only underflow. Correct. Now the next is for the overflow. Let's check it out. 45, 1 again, 56, 1 again, 89, 1 again, 75, insertion, 45, 145, sorry, insertion 56, insertion 7888. Again insert, Q is full, Q is full, Q is full, Q is full. Let me show you how many elements are there. Number 3, 45, 56, 89, 75, 56. Students, I am going to delete 2 elements and then again try to insert. Got it? Delete, delete. Then try to insert. It shows Q is full. See, I have already deleted 2 elements. Only 3 elements are there in Q of size 5. Still, I am not able to insert anything just because it's a simple Q. In simple Q, we know that if you deleted something, still you are not able to insert. Fine, because Q size right now R pointer is pointing over 56, F pointer pointing over 89. Fine. As my R pointer is pointing at 56, we are not able to insert any data because it is already reached to the last size of element of Q, which means N. Got it? So if this is our circular Q, then we can easily move further. See, I'm just now writing 4 to exit, and now I am exiting the screen. Okay, wait for a minute. So just like this, we can see that how our conversion works. How can we convert our algorithm for simple Q insertion and deletion into C program? Still, students, if you have any doubt, then please feel free to ask me in my next lecture. Please keep learning, keep smiling. Thank you so much.